Hi, in this tutorial video, I'm going to be teaching you about the math function. So let's get right into it. So we're first going to be looking at the math.round function. So here there should be an x. So math.round is just going to return x rounded to the nearest integer. So if we do print math.round, and then we can do 43.3, and then that will print 43 in the output. So if we do print math.round 75 dot, let's do 9 and then blah blah blah. So that will just round to 76. And if we do print math.round, then we just do 55 because 55 is already an integer. So it's just going to leave it as 55. So there is a different math function which you can pick if it rounds up or down. So this one is math.sale. So if we put x here like that, we'll do. So this just returns x rounded up to the nearest integer. So this will always round up. So if we copy this and we do CL like that, let's paste that like that. So this always rounds up. So this will be 44, this will stay 76, and this will stay 55. So now to do the round down function. So the round down function is math.floor, so x, and that, let's just copy and paste that. This will just return x rounded down to the nearest integer. So let's just copy and paste this as well. So let's do that. So this will be rounded down, so 75, and that will of course stay as 55. So the next math function that we're going to be looking at is math.abs. So x, let's put that as a comment. So 2 hyphens like that. This basically just returns the absolute value of x. So what I mean by that is that if you have numbers, for example, like this, so let's do print math.abs, and then let's do, so 3e5, this will return its absolute value. So the absolute value of 3e5 is 3. So comment, so this will print 3 and then 5 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is what this will print. So let me do you another example. So if we do print math.abs, and then let's do 5e10. So if we do 5, and then so this will print the absolute value of 5e10, which is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's do one last example. So print math.abs 7e2. So this will print 700. So that's what that does. That just returns the absolute value of x. So let's move on to the next one. So the next one that we're going to be looking at is math.clamp. So let's do x min max. So let's change this to a capital over here. This just returns a number between min and max closest to x. So this will essentially do, so if we do print math.clamp, and then let's do 54, 5, 70. So what this will print in the output is 54, because this is the minimum number that x can be, and this is the maximum number that x can be. And 54 is greater than 5, and 54 is also less than 70. That is just going to leave x as it is, and that's 54. So if we do print math.clamp, and then we do 800 minus 9 as the minimum, and then 112 as the maximum. So this will print 112 because 800 is greater than minus 9, but 800 is bigger than 112, and that's the maximum value that we have set it to, so it will return 112. So let's do another example. So if we do print math.clamp 4, 9, and let's do 20. So what this will print in the output is 9, because the minimum value is 9 and 4 is less than 9, so it returns the value of 9. So if we do print math.clamp, and then we do minus 42, minus 13, and 6. So what this will print in the output is minus 13, because minus 42 is less than minus 13, so the minimum is minus 13, and that is too small, so it's going to return minus 13. So one last example. So if we do print math.clamp 74, and the minimum is going to be 43 and the maximum is going to be 222. So this will return 74, because 74 is greater than 43 and it's less than 222. So let's move on to the next math function. So let's do math.max, and we can do x, y, and then you can basically have as many as you want. So we're going to do returns the largest number. So math.max just returns the largest number. So if we do print math.max, so for example, if we do 40, 50, this will return 50, so it'll print 50 in the output. So let's do another example. So if we do print math.max, let's do 143 and 60, this will return 143 in the output, because 143 is the biggest. So I think you get it. So let's just do one last example. Math.max, let's do 16.4, let's do 22, 48, minus 19. You can have as many numbers as you want in here. So let's do that. So that will return, let's see which one the biggest. The biggest is 48. So this will return 48, because 48 is the largest number out of all of these. So now let's copy and paste this for the next math function, which is just the opposite. So min, and this returns the smallest number. So if we do min, let's change all of these to min, like that. So this will return 40, because that's the smallest number, and this will return 60, and this one will return minus 19. So that's what that does. It does numbers and integers, so you're all good on there. And let's move on to the next math function that we're going to be looking at. So let's do math.rad, so x over here. So this just returns the angle of x in radians. So you give it degrees over here, and then it will return it into radians. So we'll do returns the angle of x, so in degrees, in radians. So let's do print, and then math.rad, and then we'll do 40. So we're giving it 40 degrees, and it will return 40 degrees in radians. So this, I'm not sure what the radians is, so we'll have to check when we run this script. So if we do another example, print math.rad, and then we can do 270 degrees. To do the opposite of this, we can just do math.deg, so x over here, and this just returns the angle of x, so you give it in radians this time, and that will return it in degrees. So if we do print math, so let's take these numbers, and then that will print like 40. Obviously I'm not correct, but it's just an estimate. So print math.deg, and here we're giving the radians, and it will return it in degrees. So that's what that does. So if we run this, let's turn on the output. Okay, so if we run this, okay, so it has printed all of these. So let's go over here. Okay, so here is the actual number, not this one. And then that is the opposite. So yeah, that's the math functions that we have looked at today. In the next tutorial video, I'm going to be doing the string functions. So we looked at math, and in the next tutorial video, I'm going to be doing this, the string function, so the built-in function by Roblox. So that's what we're going to be looking at in the next video. So if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.